Which Google search result listing on the right would you click on first? If you're like most users, chances are you selected the best Chicago pizza over the first listing, even though it was listed second. Why then would most users select the number 2 listing over the first listing? Well, because the listing of the best Chicago pizza listing was more informative and listed the benefits rather than the first listing, who did not take the time to properly optimize their page title and descriptive tag for their users and the search engines. In this segment of your free SEO Roadmap training series, you'll discover several powerful strategies on how you can create killer page titles and descriptions for your website that are both SEO and visitor friendly and will ultimately bring you more traffic and conversions. One of the first things that you need to understand about your page titles and meta description is this is what Google and the other search engines will typically use when listing your web page into their search results. Therefore, when your website listing appears in the SERPs, along with your competitors, your prospective customers will be taking a quick scan of the results to make their decision on what website to visit. Page titles and descriptions that have interesting and compelling content can actually steal the click away from websites that rank higher, which may have boring or non-descriptive page titles. Here are some simple strategies that I would recommend that you consider in developing killer page titles and descriptions for your web pages. First, I would type in my main keyword phrase into Google to see what my competitors are doing and how I could perhaps steal that click away from their website if my listing would appear in the SERPs below theirs. In this example, I'm using the keyword phrase Chicago Pizza, and here are Google's top organic results. In reviewing the top 7 listings for Chicago Pizza, we can assume that none of the businesses that are listed have done little, if any, on-page optimization at all, because of the poor page titles and descriptions that they are using. As Google will allow up to 65 characters in your page title before they truncate, we will begin there. Typically, I would write 5 to 10 page titles for my business that would be relevant, interesting, and captivating to my audience, while also trying to include a call to action. Also do keyword research and try to identify other relevant keywords, benefits, or pain points in your niche. Since the Google Keyword tool shown that best Chicago pizza was a frequently used keyword when searching for Chicago pizza, and because we were awarded with having the best Chicago pizza, I'm going to include that in my page title, along with our free delivery, along with our telephone number. Next, I would go to Twitter and set up a schedule to tweet the different keyword titles that I had developed to see which ones had the highest click-through rates to my website. The different search engines vary on the allowed length of your meta description tag. Google allows 170 and Bing 165, so it would be a good practice to keep all your meta description tags under 165 characters so they will not be truncated in any of the search engines. Again, I would create different versions, some using questions and some invoking emotional response. And again, go to Twitter and set up a schedule to tweet the various versions of the descriptions that I've developed and to measure the click-through rate. One suggestion, if you make a promise in your page title and or on your meta description, make sure that you fulfill your promise early on your website. Otherwise, your visitors will feel like you lied to them and your conversions will certainly take a hit. Here are some simple but powerful tips when developing your page titles. Each page should have its own unique page title, usually best if left short, 5 to 9 words, with most important parts in the first 65 characters. Your primary keyword should occur early on in your page title, from word position 2 to 5. Generic words such as website home or welcome to should not even appear in your page title. Don't forget to use relevant keyword modifiers in your page title to help draw in more relevant traffic. Search engines such as Google may display the first 65 to 70 characters from your page title in their search results. Ensure your page title differentiates your site from the competing sites. Include your brand into your business title. If your brand is not commonly searched for, then put it at the end of your page title. And here are some tips when developing your meta description tags. Each page should have its own unique meta description. Many search engines use the meta description tag in their search results. Develop your meta description tag to steal away the clicks from your competitor. Your meta description tag should read well. Read it out loud to yourself before you publish. Your meta keyword should be a couple sentences long, 165 to 170 characters. Reinforce the keywords in your page title and target alternate versions. Use multiple versions of your keywords and keyword phrase modifiers. Your meta description should also help differentiate your site from your competing rank sites.